So a lot of content creators will have the choice of self-publishing or going with a publisher. What's your thought process on that and the pros and cons?
Yeah, well, if you self-publish, you have full control over the timeline of it. If you are a big procrastinator and tend not to finish things, I don't recommend that, because then you will have no whip cracking over you and you will probably drop it. There was a good year where I was behind on this and almost considered like giving back my advance because I was so miserable. Like, it was just seemed so overwhelming and hard. So I needed that deadline. But if you're somebody who sticks to it and feel like you are going to write that book on your, like, fueled by your own motivation, self-publishing might be a way to go, because then, you don't have to get an agent. You don't have to shop it to publishers. You get all the money, all the revenue from the book. On the other hand, you don't have the distribution that you would with the publisher, or the same kind of prestige. There is a prestige factor there that, like, purely out of vanity and my own lifelong ambition, I really wanted. I wanted to be, I was like, I want to be a published author, not a self-published author. That's out of snobbery. And the cons of a publisher is, first of all, they're in control of the end product. They tell you, they'll tell you when it's good enough. They'll tell you what you can have in the book and what you can't, even though it's your book. Yeah, there's a lot of waiting. You're on their timeline. Trying to think of other, and then you only get a small portion in royalties of every book sold. And what people say is that almost no authors sell out their advance. So if you don't sell out your advance, if you don't sell enough copies to cover the advance, you never see royalties. So it's not a lucrative thing unless you get offered a huge advance. It is not a money-making thing. And the way it can make money, first of all, if you write a business book, if there's some sort of back end, this is the part that I skipped, that I decided to forego, even though it would be a smart business move. You can say, come to all through the book. You can say, come over to, I could say talkingshrimp.com. Use the QR code in the back to come take the quiz on my website, and then opt in and you'll get this freebie. It's a great driver to your business. It can be, if you write a business book, whether it's published or self-published.
It's really interesting seeing both sides. It really depends on the person, like most answers in life. It depends on your specific circumstance. But if you were to do it again, would you go the publisher route or would you go the self-publishing now that you've kind of been through the whole experience?
I think I would go through the publisher route unless I decided to write a marketing book or a personal development book or something that was like basically a big fat business card for my business. And especially if I wanted to get it out there fast. If you want to get something out there fast, then you want to go self-publishing. I mean, I got my book deal in 2020 and now it's 2023 and it's coming up. So almost 3 years. Part of that is on me because I got a deadline extension by like half a year. So the soonest this could have come out was half a year ago, was in the fall. It was like 2 years after I got the book deal, and there was the whole process of shopping for the book deal. It started with writing a proposal and then looking for an agent and then the agent looking for a publisher. So that was at least half a year.